This is Coach Lee, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about how to make your ex jealous in order to get them back after a breakup. Take a quick second and click the subscribe button below so that you can be notified when I have more content that's helpful to your situation, and that includes attraction, relationship dynamics, marriage, and mindfulness, not just breakups. So hit the subscribe button below. This is one of the things that I'm asked so very often, and I have avoided making this video simply because I don't like the title of it, How to Make Your Ex Jealous. There's just an immature sound to it. But at the same time, I recognize that this is valuable. And as a matter of fact, I know that it is, and I help people do that. A lot of my videos talk about if you do this, this can happen. But I don't like to highlight it just simply because it does sound somewhat immature. So we've gotten that part out of the way because let's all just decide we're not going to whine about it. And I know that there will be people putting comments about why would you want to make your ex jealous? Just move on and that kind of thing. We all know those people, and that's fine if you think that this is ridiculous. Some people can recognize the value in making their ex jealous, and they want to try because they want to get this person back. That's life. Nobody's perfect, and people will disagree. But in this video, I'm definitely going to show you how you can make your ex jealous, and it's probably a lot different than you're thinking. So, first of all, yes, it's extremely valuable if you want your ex back for them to feel jealous. Seeing your ex through the adoring eyes of another can be extremely powerful. If they see you through the adoring eyes of another, it can wake them up to what they had because they actually witnessed losing it in front of their very eyes. I deal with the real world. And yes, if you want your ex back, that's a valuable thing. Now, in trying to do this, it is extremely important that your ex not think that you are trying to do this. So if you want to make your ex jealous and they think you want to make them jealous, you will fail even worse than if you had not tried to make them jealous in the first place. They cannot see you trying to make them jealous or suspect that you're trying to make them jealous because it looks like you're being manipulative. That's pretty obvious. But also, and perhaps even worse, it looks like you lack the self-confidence that you can get them back on your own and that you have to resort to something fake and unnatural to try to trick them into coming back to you. And if they start thinking that way, then your attraction actually falls and you're worse off than you were before. They're even further away now. So it is vital that you not look like you're trying and that they not suspect that you're trying. That's why you do not talk about these things with friends. And when I do coaching calls, I get really attached to the people who are trying to get their ex back, especially when we're talking every week and it's crunch time and things seem to be moving in the right direction. I'm so encouraged when I get an email from this person telling me that the other person's reached out and made contact and things are going well. I live for that. It's terrific. And so I'm telling you this from the bottom of my heart. Do not talk to your friends about it, because here's why. You can be damaged by your friends if they really like you or if they really don't like you. Because if they don't like you, they might just go tell your ex what you're up to try to make you look bad. But if they do like you, they might think they're helping you, even if you tell them. And I have had so many scenarios where this happened, where I told someone, do not talk to your friends. And then they thought they knew better, even though I've been doing this for 2 decades. They thought they knew better, and they would go talk to their friends or a friend, and they would tell me later, well, I did tell this one person, but oh man, we've known each other since we were 3. We made mud pies in the yard together. They would never hurt me. Well, they thought they could be helpful, and so they went to the ex and said, let me tell you how much she loves you. She's trying to make you jealous. And they really thought that would help. That's why it doesn't matter if you think you can trust them. People often overestimate their ability to influence others. Have you ever had that argument with someone you realize they're not changing their opinion? You know, even though I'm telling them what is truth. The storm is coming, the bus is coming, this horrible thing is coming and it's going to hit them. And I can tell they don't take me seriously. They don't believe me. They're not going to change my opinion because this is what their mom and dad taught them or whatever. People rarely change their opinions on short term. Usually it takes years and years for them to gradually change their opinion. That's why it's difficult to just talk someone into much of anything, unless you're a salesman. And then it's usually something where, hey, if I pay you this money, I can kind of get you to leave me alone, right? So in this case, your friends could be your worst enemies simply because they are your friends and they think they could help you. Don't talk to them about your strategy. Be careful who you confide in, because they just might think they know better than you, and they'll just go have a little talk with your ex. And if you've seen any of my other videos, you know I tell you that doesn't work. It doesn't work. If you get anything from my 2 decades of experience, get this. You can't talk your ex into coming back to you long term, and your friends can't do it either, and your friends will only hurt you most of the time, whether they mean to or not. So just leave them out of it completely. You can talk to your mom, you can confide in your mom or your dad, but insist they do not talk to your ex. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't confide in them either. I would go find a completely neutral third party, ideally maybe even a counselor. So if they do tell somebody, you get rich because they violated confidentiality. If you want your ex back, don't fall for the idea that you have to produce some fake lover or new love interest to get them to feel jealousy. Believe in the power of suggestion and perception. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, first of all, even if you can produce a fake lover where you're just literally using this person to try to make your ex jealous, which is really a sorry way to treat that individual, which I don't recommend doing that, especially if they are genuinely interested in you. But even if you could produce this person, it's actually very unlikely to get the result from your ex that you want. I know the movies tell you otherwise, and the novels and the after-school specials, but I'm just telling you based on real-world experience that that's not how it works. Usually, your ex has a pretty negative reaction in terms of the attraction they feel for you going down. Here's why. They see it first as, really, you were able to get into something that quickly, which makes them not take you very seriously as a person. It also makes them wonder if you're just looking for something quick and not really looking for something deep, and they're wondering if you two ever really had something deep. And thirdly, they might just look at that and say, I think he's trying to manipulate me, or I think she's trying to make me jealous. It can also look like you'll just take anyone who will be in a relationship with you, which really makes your value go down in their eyes. It can really mess you up even if you do have this person who wants to be in a relationship with you. They can think, is he or is she just wanting to take anybody who will have them? It can make your level of attractiveness go down. And this is even true if your ex is in another relationship. And I realize that can seem hypocritical, but I've actually spoken to the people who were in another relationship and angry that their ex was now in another relationship. There's an ancient scripture that says, everything a man does is right in his own eyes. And it means everything a person does is right in their own eyes. In other words, we'll justify what we do. We understand why we do it. It's when you do it that we have a problem. So don't think, well, they're doing it, so I might as well do it, because they will see the flaws in what you do, whereas they have reasons for what they're doing. So even if your ex is in a relationship, understand if your goal is to get them back, for the moment, ignore the double standard potential here and focus on trying to get your ex back. So how you can get your ex back without a fake lover or new love interest is, first, be social. That's pretty simple. Just go hang out with people, be with friends, be with family, go out and do things. It's really a pretty simple thing, and there's something deceptively powerful about it. First of all, it's much more attractive than just sitting at home pouting and being depressed about losing your ex. Even though that's what you may feel like you want to do. I understand that. But it's not attractive to do that, and so you cannot afford to have your ex think that's what you're doing. When you're social, make it with mixed company. Don't go out on a one-on-one date. Again, because you risk the possibility of looking like you're trying to get your ex's attention. Hey, I'm on a date, I'm moving on, aren't you jealous? You cannot have that to happen. So make it in groups of people, mixed company. What's great about that is that it unlocks the power of mystery. And you've probably heard in my videos me say curiosity is a precursor to attraction. Mystery is part of curiosity because your ex won't know. They'll see a picture on social media. Don't overdo that. I'll get to that in just a minute. But your ex will see a picture on social media of you out in a group, and your ex will be like, well, are any of those people interested in him or her? Is she interested in any of them? Who are these people? You know, are they single? There's all kinds of questions that your ex could ask about that. So you just being in a group, first of all, it doesn't look like you're trying to make your ex jealous. It just looks like you're going out, hanging out, having fun, and your ex sees it and they are left with the questions, which are so much more powerful than the answer in terms of being able to create preoccupation and even anxiety in another person, which I don't mean that to sound cruel. I'm just saying that's what happens, and that's kind of what happens on the road to jealousy. And of course, you want to mix in silence, where your ex doesn't know if you're going out, where there's nothing new on social media about you. I have a video on radio silence, and I have a post on my website, myexpatcoach.com, about that very thing. It's called radio silence, where you will take breaks from any news getting out about you as best you can to your ex, and it can just be like, where is he? Where is she? What's going on? It can really create, again, some of that preoccupation and anxiety. And I talk a lot about that in my emergency breakup kit. So there's a link to that, to my emergency breakup kit, in the description below, and you can find out more about that. It's a powerful thing to get your ex back. It's what you need to do to get your ex back. Genuinely focus on having a good time. I really mean that. If that's what you focus on, you will do the right things. If it's fake, like you're trying to make your ex think that you just closed down the club and it was the greatest night in the history of nights and it was just crazy and stupid, it's gonna look fake. Because really, if we're being honest, a lot of that stuff is just drinking and having to yell at each other because the music's so loud, and nobody really has that great of a time. I mean, sometimes you can have some good time with that, but your ex is going to know and be suspicious that you might just be exaggerating and trying to look like it was an amazing time just to make them jealous. And again, you want to avoid that. So maybe you do go out to a club with some friends and yell at them over a beer. That's fine, occasionally. But again, just remember, it's more about doing things socially with people who you like and who like being around you for your own self, but it will have the side effect oftentimes of making your ex jealous. Even if you just go with friends to the bowling alley, skating, Topgolf, a nice dinner somewhere, hiking, to the park, to the dog park, to a game, rock climbing. There's all kinds of things to do. And it doesn't have to look like something that is just too cool for school so that you can post it on social media and make them think that you're out there just having the time of your life without them. That can look pretty fake. The key is be social, have a good time, live your life. Don't sit at home and pout. Do not contact your ex, and mix in some radio silence. It's really powerful if your ex doesn't even know what's going on. Another thing you should do as this starts progressing is when your ex reaches out, be casual, be polite. Show them you're not upset about this because you have this great life. If you have a great life, things are going well for you, then you're going to not carry as much anger with you, and you're going to let people kind of have a pass. You're going to be willing to forgive. And so if your ex senses that you're not angry and you're not trying to show them how depressed you are because you live a great life, that's actually attractive. And it doesn't make them feel guilt. It doesn't make them feel sorry for you, which is not attractive at all. If they are feeling sorry for you and they pity you, they actually lose a lot of attraction towards you. So we don't want that at all. So that's why it's so important to show them you're happy, you're fine, no problem. Now don't overdo that either, because that can look like you're trying to do too much and to be fake. But be casual, be polite when they reach out to you, and don't try to carry the conversation. Just let them be the one to do that. Let them be the one to reach out, and you are just stoking the fires of jealousy even more. So I think that you can see the plan here, and you can see this recipe on how to make your ex jealous. And it's pretty different than the movies and the after school specials show. You're not really trying to rub it in their face, because usually that kind of stuff only works either with junior high or middle school, whatever you want to call it, or in Hollywood. In real life, it usually just turns someone off if there's somebody already. It makes them kind of wonder about your maturity and what you're really looking for in life. I go over some more things like this in my emergency breakup kit, and that's in the description below. Click on that. Check out the emergency breakup kit. At least just take a look at it. It can really help you get your ex back and get you way down the road and have a very strategic map to getting your ex back. It's 2 decades of experience in the relationship recovery service at your fingertips. If this video has been helpful to you, please click the subscribe button below. It's below and you can click it, and I would appreciate that because that encourages me to do more videos like this. Visit my website at myexbackcoach.com. That's myexbackcoach.com for more information on my emergency breakup kit and for free articles and information on getting your ex back. This has been Coach Lee, and as always, thank you for watching.